Intros are overrated. Getting right into it, the player I played this tournament with was one of my great friends, Senate. And before this tournament, I didn't get the time to warm up, which is such a common mistake I make before hopping into tournaments. Not getting in a 45-minute warm-up is so stupid, as warming up heavily limits inconsistencies and will make the chances of you performing great so much higher. One thing I've noticed is that playing duos with someone who is good and you genuinely have a lot of fun with will result in it being so much easier to get a good end result. Playing with Zenit felt so effortless and natural, even though we literally didn't have any form of chemistry. And it's a feeling I really haven't had with anyone else. One mistake you'll see me make a few times is taking 50-50s when I'm at a disadvantage. And this is something that is very common in competitive Fortnite. In this endgame, as you see right now, I take a 50-50 with 90 HP. And because of my low HP, I end up dying here. If I were to take this 50-50 on 200 HP, I wouldn't even be remotely close to dying. And this is something people have to understand. When you have 200 HP in an endgame and you're out of big shields or splashes, then that is the time for you to full commit for a refresh. Not 1 minute later, when you have 150 HP. In game 2, we get into a fight, and in duels, fighting is all about knowing when to play slow and knowing when to play fast and aggressively. And as you guys can see here, everything I do from aiming to mechanics is just ridiculously wobbly. And to fix this, I'm playing a lot of solo arena. In game 3, I needed to solo clutch as many points as I could, and we really needed to get as much placement as possible.
And one on looting. Nice. Good shit, man. All good. Weak Spider-Man. Tabbeds. Nice clutch.
You know when I said me and Zenit had no chemistry whatsoever? Yeah, I didn't lie, as history repeated itself already in game 4. And I needed to try and clutch as many points as possible yet again. Even though me and Zenit had to solo clutch every other game, we still weren't doing bad by any means, and we were actually within the top 200 for most of this tournament.
Top 6. Oh, nice. Perfect. Cap mats. Hvorfor kommer de opp? Nei, bra man. Nydelig clutch.
Just hearing how supportive Zenit is after a few good clutches just makes me happy, man. He boosted my mentality so much, and that's something very few Fortnite players are capable of. Zenit just saying, "Great clutch, man, great clutch," helps me perform so much better. And that's something I appreciate a lot. So if there's one recommendation I want to give in this video, it is to always hype up your teammate, because it makes all the difference in the world. Unfortunately, in this game, I ended up dying, and it was Zenit's time to clutch up once again. And he did so big time by clutching up second place with a huge performance.
Da. Gjør det nå. Bare vent. Jeg kan wide edite, hvis det på veggen vår. Det på veggen vår, jeg gjør det. Død. Begge død.
Oi, sterk, god mann.
Jeg er med deg.
Pass på, han er white.
Død.
Nice.
In game 7, I shoot out a blank spiderweb and therefore take a lot of full damage, and everything go as badly as it could because I started stressing. If I had just kept my cool and understood that I had a lot of mats to use and I could have easily gotten out of the situation, I would have been chilling hard. But as a result of not expecting the Spider-Man and not to work, I stressed and didn't look for solutions to my problem. And I rather started complaining about the bug instead of making the most out of the situation I was in. And unfortunately, in our final game, we went down because we sucked at playing Surge. This is something that really shouldn't happen, as a Surge in Cash Cups is, in reality, ridiculously easy. But we just fully threw this last game that could have made us qualify. Without getting a single point in our last game, and me fully throwing game 7, we still ended up placing 830th, so I wouldn't consider the tournament to be a complete fail. Let me know how you and your duo did in this Duo Cash Cup in the comments below. And on that note, I am signing off. My name is M1K3 Editz. Stay safe and take care.